Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Call for the last time this semester. I'm Keely McCormick.
And I'm Malik Jackson. We're so pleased that you can join us, but you can't get rid of us just yet. We have a packed show for you today. Trump's travel ban finally goes into effect. Representative Conyers must resign. House of Cards is starting to resume their show. And Uber everywhere? Or do you mean the Hawk?
Yeah, all that and much, much more because Wake Up Call starts right now.
Welcome back to Wake Up Call. And like I said, you're not done with us yet, so let's get started right now. Keely.
We begin today with those roaring wildfires in Southern California, and Grant DeMars has the story.
Yeah, thanks, Keely. I went to bed last night and there were 4. Woke up this morning and there were 5. Authorities are still trying to get these wildfires under control and warn anyone in the area to get out.
Buildings consumed in flames, smoke billowing through the air, and hundreds of thousands of people fleeing for their lives. Strong Santa Ana winds caused 4 wildfires to erupt across Southern California yesterday in a matter of hours, burning everything in their paths.
It was just exponential, huge growth because of the winds.
The fires grew quicker than many had ever seen before. This means that anyone remotely close to the area is in danger, causing sheriff's deputies to go door to door, warning people to get out. Neighborhoods went up in flames in a matter of minutes. The fires have even grown so large that you can see the smoke in this satellite image taken by NASA.
Yeah, those strong Santa Ana winds slowed down last night but are expected to pick back up today and tomorrow. Authorities say it could be days before these fires are taken under control. In the newsroom, Grant DeMars. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Grant. As of this morning, those fires have destroyed over 60,000 homes, so we're certainly keeping them in our prayers right here at Wake Up Call. According to CNN, President Donald Trump will recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel on Wednesday and direct the State Department to begin the process to move the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, senior administration officials say. This is a move that many experts say will cause the region to be even more unstable, adding fire to the tensions between the Israelis and the Palestinians. Trump will sign a waiver to move the U.S. Embassy there in 6 months, which is in accordance with the law. Trump officially announced the move later. He will officially announce the move later today at 1 p.m. The administration is calling this move recognition of reality.
And in a big step for the IOC, they have banned Russia's Olympic team from competing in the 2018 Winter Olympics. Government officials are barred from coming. The flag will not appear at the opening ceremony, and the country's anthem will not be played. Athletes can compete in the games as individuals if they receive special dispensation. These athletes will have to wear neutral uniforms, and the officials' record book will show Russia won 0 medals.
Really stunning and shocking there. What happens when you cheat? John Conyers, the longest-serving member in Congress, 52 years to be exact, started in 1965, has made the decision to resign after mounting pressure from Democratic colleagues, including Minority Leader Pelosi, after being accused of sexual assault by several women, and it being uncovered that Conyers had settled a sexual assault lawsuit back in 2015 with one of his staffers. Conyers, who was one of the founding members of the Congressional Black Caucus, endorsed his son, John Conyers III, to replace him.
And in a move that shocked some and didn't surprise others, Donald Trump has officially endorsed Senate GOP candidate Roy Moore, saying we cannot have a Democrat in that seat. Moore, who has been accused of sexual assaulting 5 women while they were underage, now Senate Majority Leader and the Speaker of the House both have said it is time for Moore to step aside. After this endorsement, it looks like Moore is staying in up until that December 12th election day.
Alrighty. The Supreme Court has allowed the third version of President Trump's travel ban to go into effect on Monday, even though there are still legal challenges against it. 7 of the 9 Supreme Court justices lifted their injunction on the ban. Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Sona Sotomayor are the only 2 justices who have allowed it to remain blocked. The administration can now enforce its restrictions on travel to the United States from 8 nations, 6 of them being mostly Muslim. The case will eventually end up back in the Supreme Court. The temporary win for the administration has caused many to believe that the Supreme Court will vote in its favor the next time around.
And the preliminary hearing for the 3 men charged in connection to the downtown Lawrence triple homicide has been pushed back more than a month. Law enforcement recently gave the district court's office new data on the case that is too much to review and share with defense attorneys before the trial that was supposed to be tomorrow. Because of all the new evidence, it will now be a 2-day hearing on January 11th and 19th.
After the sexual assault allegations against Kevin Spacey surfaced, House of Cards production of season 6 stopped. While the shooting has resumed without Spacey, the series producers announced earlier this week. Although this will be the final season, there has been no word on what they will do with Spacey's character. Presumably he will be killed off, but as of right now, it's only a guess.
That is right, and after this commercial break, we'll be back with some good news to keep some positivity in your life. We'll be right back.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Make someone's day. Pay it forward.
And welcome back to Wake Up Call. Now time for Keely's favorite segment, I Come Bearing Good News.
That's right, an 8th grade teacher has a giving tree in her classroom. The tree has ornaments with wish lists from children who are less fortunate. Yesterday, the class picked an ornament off the tree from a little girl who had asked for a bike and for some clothes. The class decided to each bring $2 to purchase clothes because the bike was too expensive. But the teacher was shocked when she saw a student came in with a new bike that was bought to donate to this girl in need. We love hearing these stories here at Wake Up Call, and I think that's so cute that just a little girl decided to bring in a bike, spend her extra money, and help someone out in need.
I know, and this is the season for giving, and
It really is.
that certainly makes your day better. You know, this is, I think Christmas time is, especially for you, someone who enjoys so much positivity. I do too, but don't always express it. But it's just a beautiful time of the year. You know, people are happy, and people are getting gifts, people are buying people gifts. You know, it's just a good time of the year, and to see a story. Kids!
Yeah, even kids are helping out. Something we love to hear and to remember the reason for the season.
The reason for the season, that's so important. All right, now for a time for a new segment here on Wake Up Call, Week in Review. 5 stories that happened from our last show up until this show that aren't necessarily at the top of the news, but we think matter to you or are simply interesting. So here we go. Jose Inez Garcia Zarat, who sparked a national debate on sanctuary cities, was acquitted earlier this week for the murder of Kate Stein. Zarat now faces felony gun charges, although his public defenders say they're going to try and get the case thrown out.
And 2 former Trump campaign advisor and national security advisor Michael Flynn pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI, a deal he got for exchanging critical information related to the special counsel investigation into 2 possible conclusions with the Trump campaign and Russia. Now to bizarre LeVar Ball. Yes, he's back in the news this time for pulling his son out of UCLA. Wait for it, the reasoning, it gets better because he thought that the discipline UCLA was giving his son for stealing a pair of Louis Vuitton sunglasses was too harsh.
Well, you steal something in China and the discipline is too harsh. He was in jail, remember? The president had to get him out. We're moving along. Singer John Mayer was hospitalized earlier Tuesday for an emergency appendectomy.
Tongue twister, wow.
Appendectomy. The Gravity singer was forced to postpone his December 5th concert in New Orleans.
And number 5, the College Football Playoff Committee has spoken, and Clemson, Oklahoma, Georgia, and Alabama will be playing for all the marbles come January 1st.
And that's your week in review. I like that segment.
Yeah.
Quick, fast. Maybe next semester we'll throw some music behind it. All right.
Yeah, keep you guys updated.
All righty, moving right along. Now to our In Profile segment. This week, Sophia Dominguez High Tech. Here's our Laura Ritchie.
I was not expecting to win at all. I was just like, it'll be fine. Like, I didn't even really want to win that much.
The winner of Miss Teen USA 2017 is Missouri!
Joining us now is Miss Teen USA 2017.
First shoot as Miss Teen USA.
Miss Teen USA? Oh, no, I'm not. I'm Kansas City, Missouri.
I grew up in a small town called Gladstone, which is not far away at all, still just a suburb of Kansas City. And then when I was 3, my brother was born and we moved to Parkville, Missouri. And I think that like my childhood has been a really big part of me because it was so normal. When you think of like the epitome of an American childhood, an American suburb, that's where I grew up in. But I think it's great, and I think that it made me like a lot of who I am today. I started working when I was around 10 years old, and then I had my first job, I want to say I was like 11 or 12. I started out working as a model with an agency in Kansas City, and by the age of 13 I'd been scouted by an agency in Chicago, so I started working with Ford models in Chicago at 13, flying to Chicago by myself, like doing everything on my own, a little bit scary in a city that is not known for being particularly safe. And then when I was around 14 or 15 I got scouted by an agency in Los Angeles, and that was pretty shortcoming. I think that was when I realized, when I got signed with that agency in LA, that it wasn't something that I wanted to do long term. And they would be like, you're peaking, like your career's almost over. I'm 15 years old, like I haven't even graduated from high school yet they're saying that like my career's almost over. Modeling and pageantry do not go hand in hand. They actually absolutely hate each other. And I think it's because pageantry is so much about like lifting people up and like celebrating differences. And when you look at like the girls that are competing in pageants today, there's plus size girls, there's girls who look all different types of ways and wear their hair natural and have curves, and I think that's really cool. It's something that the modeling industry is not quite getting. Right in that moment, I didn't know if I was going to be going to college in a couple of months. I didn't know if I was going to go to high school in a couple of months, and I didn't know if I was going to be Miss Teen USA or just a normal other teenager. I was not expecting to win at all. I was just like, it'll be fine. Like I didn't even really want to win that much. I mean, it would have been amazing, but I was excited to go to school. I was excited to like have a normal normal college career. And but I'm glad that I did. It's allowed me to have essentially like a very, very split double life my first freshman year. So like Monday through Thursday, I'm so normal in school. Like no one in my classes knows who I am. Sometimes people will find out, and then I just have to like play it cool and be normal, but I like wear sweatpants and like don't wear makeup to class and just like seriously blend in so much. Obviously all my friends know, but then pretty much every Thursday, Friday, Saturday I'm in a different state, and these past couple of weeks have been pretty difficult. I've been traveling a whole lot. I can't imagine just being Miss Teen USA for 365 days. I don't know how the girls before me did that, because I am like the first Miss Teen USA to be in college full-time at the same time. So it's definitely a new experience for everyone, but I'm enjoying it so far.
Thanks for that, Laura, and we wish Sophia the best as she completes her first semester here at KU.
That is right, and now after this commercial break, we'll be back to tell you everything you need to know about finals and where to get the best cup of coffee. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I always just clap in this part.
This is where everyone's talking amongst themselves. Do you know how to do it? Do you know how to do it?
Are we supposed to smile?
When do we start? Somebody over here already started.
Can we talk about the piccolo part's the most complicated one?
It is. If you listen, you're doing it when the band's not playing.
You have to tell me when it starts. I still don't know.
Here we go. happen now?
No humps.
Nailed it.
I practiced this morning.
Mine was just two people.
It has a right and a wrong way of doing it. No. Wrong.
I like my way better.
I don't know how to do the end.
It's just.
I don't know the head.
It's hard by yourself.
Welcome back once again. Now we've got some health study tips for you guys for your upcoming exams. First of all, the most important thing is consuming food that will benefit your studies. So the top brain foods are avocados, blueberries, beets, coconut oil, dark chocolate, and broccoli.
Broccoli, that's a new love of mine. I used to hate it, and now give me some broccoli with a dip of ranch.
It's the best snack.
I thrive. Another great combination is saltine crackers and orange juice.
Kind of weird, sounds kind of gross, but I know it really enhances your brain and helps you stay alert.
I think I'll keep my saltine crackers in my chili, maybe not with my orange
keep them
juice.
separated. And also anything that includes protein, it will keep you awake and also focused. So make sure you get some eggs, maybe chicken, peanut butter, all that good stuff.
Peanut butter, love it. Also important to note that cramming the night before a test is quite possibly the worst thing you can do. Yeah, I would say that's not true from experience.
But of course, we're college students and we're still gonna do it no matter what anybody tells us.
I was doomed for an F. Didn't pay attention in Spanish for the last 3 weeks of the last unit.
Good.
Crammed the night before. Pulled out an 85. There
wow,
we go.
Go
and I'm not good at Spanish at all. I think my grade's about a 81. So I was impressed, you know. So I don't know, Keely. I don't know about that one.
That's what the people tell us.
The people.
And it's also important to get around 7 to 8 hours of sleep to be fully alert. I personally hate sleep. I want to be up and moving all the time. Malik over here loves to sleep. 30 minutes late this morning. He was getting his beauty sleep in.
15 minutes late last night. I had an eventful night. Great night. Listened to some live music. And, I was ready. I was prepared, so I slept. I thought I could sleep in and still be on time, but, when that alarm clock rang, it just kept ringing and ringing and ringing, and then but I made it.
He's here now, all that matters. Well, and the last thing, obviously, I think one of the most important things to do before a big exam is get the biggest cup of coffee that you can find.
Yeah, I really wasn't a big fan of coffee, and then I got hired at this place called PT's Coffee, no longer an employee there, but I really wasn't a fan of it, but it makes your day so much better.
It wakes you up. It's something to look forward to when you're laying in bed. I'm like, if I get out of bed, I'll have a cup of coffee.
I haven't learned a lot from Keely. I teach her more than she teaches me, but the coffee thing.
Who brought you coffee this morning?
You did, because you're a gym.
That's right.
And Keely actually had the opportunity to go check out a nice coffee spot right here in Lawrence, Kansas.
With final season approaching, the KU students need a quiet place to focus, and I think I found one of the most popular study locations in Lawrence.
At a job break, they expect kind of like, a coffee shop that's just quiet, quaint, but we're a little bit more than that. We offer all sorts of homemade goodies, our almond milk, almond flour, scones, everything here is house done. So we like to try and be super unique. We like to give a lot more interaction with our customers than a normal coffee shop would. Plus, we're straight downtown where, everyone can come to after, de-stressing from going to a bar, and then they can come back over here and just, chill out, get some studying done. We try our very hardest to give the customers exactly what they would like.
Not only does Java Break offer a great place to study, but also good food and coffee. For Good Morning KU, I'm Keely McCormick. Welcome back once again. Now, it's important to remember the reason for the season. The holiday is the perfect time to give back, and although people are traveling all over the world to go home for break, we have put together some places right here in Lawrence, Kansas that you can donate to or help out this season.
Alrighty, the toy store on Mass Street is having a book drive to donate to the Ballard Center for the Holiday Bureau program. So you can drop off some old books that you have read and you don't want them anymore.
That's right, and the Lawrence Parks and Recreation Department facilities are going to be collection sites for new unopened toys to donate to a nonprofit organization. Be sure to drop off the toys by December 18th and they will be distributed to nonprofit organizations on December 20th, right in time for Christmas.
Alrighty, and on December 8th, both Lawrence Walmart locations will partner with the Salvation Army to host the field truck from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The field truck is a toy and coat drive for local children in need during the holidays. Another great place.
That's right. Make sure those kids are staying warm. And another great place to help out is the Douglas Country Senior Services. You can participate in the Adopt a Senior program to provide items from the seniors' wish list. These are just a few of the local places that you can help out at this holiday season. But wherever you travel home to, remember the reason for the season and consider finding a place to help out near you.
So usually when this time of year, when it's, we're coming up from Thanksgiving into Christmas, before my mom moved to Georgia, I guess before I came to college, we used to every year go to the shelters and serve food on Thanksgiving. So after we ate, we would go down and serve those people. And then our church does a donation every year for coats, and we always bring coats and extra toys because you really don't want any of those kids who have nothing, no part of their situation to not have anything to open on Christmas morning.
That's right. In Chicago, I know my family and friends usually ring the bell for Salvation Army. I think that's something all over the United States that people do. And then we also have, for kids in need, we donate toys. So it's similar to the charity going on at Walmart this week. So that's just another super fun, awesome thing in a way to help out others.
And I know this show is about us because it's our last one of this semester, but I think that should be really the big theme of, our show and, just in general. Just make sure the reason for the season, make sure you got the right intentions in mind, and make sure you go out there and help some people because everyone's not as fortunate as us.
That's right. Make sure we're giving back every day. Well, moving along to some music. When you think of the most popular song of 2017, what do you think it would be, Malik?
Personally, I think it would be, I hear music in my ear, but I think it would be Bodak Yellow.
No. I would think it would be Despacito. I mean, obviously, that song is playing everywhere. But you'll never guess what the song is that received more Spotify streams than anything. You want drum roll, Malik?
Ready?
Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. Kind of interesting, right?
I like this song. Laura, Richie, can you turn this up? I don't know the song, but I know when I hear this song when I'm out driving, I love it.
You just want to dance. It is a great song, but it's not what I expected. It isn't the most played song, just the most streamed on Spotify.
Oh, well, that is a great song, and I'm so happy that it played this morning.
Yeah.
Bringing some more positive vibes. We'll be right back on Wake Up Call with much, much more.
Shop local in the heart of the city, you support the people that make our community thrive. The money you spend here stays here, in this place we call our home. Lawrence, Kansas, where there's good old-fashioned hometown pride. Eat local, drink local, shop local.
And like I said, we roll with the punches no matter what comes our way. We love you, Rich. Alrighty, now, the most Uber to place in Kansas. Today, Uber released a list of most Uber to places in each state, and in Kansas, that place is...
The Jayhawk Cafe, also known as The Hawk, an establishment loved by KU students everywhere.
You know what, when that list came out, I would never think that it would be in Lawrence. Power and Light.
Kansas City.
The Chiefs Stadium, Royal Stadium, I mean, I mean, I guess Wichita is a pretty big city. I'm sure they have something going on down there. I know up in K-State they have nothing because it's
K-State.
Manhattan. But the Jayhawk, have you ever been? I've never been.
The Hawk? I don't remember last time I was there.
I think my mom, my aunt, my uncle have been there, but I personally...
Yeah, no, never. Maybe when I'm 21, I'll try to see if I can get in.
That's the attitude I like.
We'll see. All right, well, moving along to cheesecake. The beloved restaurant, The Cheesecake Factory, has announced their day of 10,000 slices. For one day and one day only, they will be delivering 10,000 slices of cheesecake to your doorstep through DoorDash. And that day is today. So be sure to get on DoorDash and order your cheesecake.
So what happened? Is the cheesecake free now?
Yes, it's free. Well, actually, not sure about that. I think it's free, but I feel like there's got to be some kind of catch. Why are they delivering cheesecake to your door?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think our closest Cheesecake Factory is what? 45 minutes away in Town Center. I believe that's the
I don't know.
closest
I don't know really Kansas and the locations of Cheesecake
Oh,
Factories
you're not,
in Kansas.
You're not from Kansas?
I could tell you where Cheesecake Factory in Chicago is, but no, Cheesecake Factory is a great place. My family and I always, over Thanksgiving break, make sure that we go get like 10 slices of cheesecake and try everything. So
I love Cheesecake Factory.
The best is
I
the
wish
Reese's.
we had a piece right now.
Reese's cheesecake is the best.
Is it?
It really is. I strongly suggest you try it.
The Oreo's pretty good. The Hershey's pretty good. I'm trying to think of all the ones I've ever had.
They've got a lot of varieties.
And their food is very good. Not only the cheesecake, the food is very good. The service is good. I love the white shirts, the ties.
It's very snazzy.
Very snazzy. Alrighty, we've had a full semester here, and we've sort of given you a lot of gems.
That's right.
Take a look at this semester in Rewind, Review, Highlight Reel. Take a look. Hello, good morning, and welcome to the first of many editions of Wake Up Call. I'm Malik Jackson.
And I'm Keely McCormick. Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up Call. I'm Keely McCormick.
And as always, I'm Malik Jackson. President Trump ignited a firestorm.
26 people were killed and 20 injured.
We have breaking news this morning. NBC News has terminated co-host of its Today morning show for 20 plus years.
Our favorite segment, I Come Bearing Good News. Kevin Schaumbert, a student with Down syndrome attending Urbana High School in Maryland, was crowned as homecoming king.
Alrighty, joining me now is Sherry Brown, joining us to talk about this season and impending turnaround as women's starting defender Addison Merrick.
Now I'm here with Sarah Smoot.
Joined by Ellie. She's a young, rising star. I'm with Taffy now, a musician, a star.
All right, now here we are inside the Sprint Center with the KU and Missouri teams right behind us.
And thank you to our director, Laura Ritchie.
We should call Kim K up. Maybe we can get her in
Here,
here
I
next
have her
week.
number. Let me.
My personal political beliefs are three main things: love, peace, and happiness. Next week, that they decided to give us the week off. What's up with that?
I don't know. We're doing
too
so
good.
good. The content is just so
Da-na-na-na.
because I can't swim.
Well, he can't swim. So the best costume I'd say I had was I was a sumo wrestler and I wore a blow up.
You're
costume.
joking. Oh, wow. I couldn't resist. Oh, man.
Wow, that's the first time we saw that.
That is the first time.
Remember when you shoved my face in cake like 2 weeks ago?
I do. You finally got that cleaned up.
Yeah,
right?
finally. It took me a few days to get the cake out of my eyelashes.
No, honestly, in all seriousness, it has been an honor and a privilege to sit here every Wednesday morning to bring the news to you, something that me and Keely hope to one day be doing on the big screen.
That's right. We want to thank you guys for watching our show and staying tuned each and every week. And we'll be back next semester right here.
Yeah, we'll be back next semester right here at 9 a.m. So we'll be back, but we thought that it would be appropriate to put a little highlight film together for us as we've completed this first semester of our own show.
That's right. It's been a great journey, but wouldn't want to do it with anyone but my dear friend, Malik.
That's the friendship right there.
That's right.
So let's move on from us,
Yeah, we're fun, but not that fun.
Let's say you guys. Oh, actually, we're going back to us.
Of course.
Your plans for this winter break?
Well, I will be heading back home to Chicago. That's
Geneva.
right. Geneva,
At Abby
specifically.
McFadden.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, I'll be going back to Chicago to see the lights. Gonna go skating at Millennium Park. I am a horrible ice skater, but my dad and brother played hockey, so they like to take me around to ice skate and make fun of me and watch me fall. So that'll be super fun.
Oh, that does sound fun.
Yeah. What are your plans for this Christmas break?
Well, it's my first winter break in Atlanta. I moved there this summer.
Yeah,
so
Malik moved to Atlanta, if you didn't know.
Yeah, just got up, took my stuff, and moved. But no, it's my first winter in Atlanta. I don't know. I think I'll enjoy the not having to, maybe wear a big old coat and gloves and stuff every day. So, I mean, I honestly couldn't tell you what I'm going to be doing. I'll be in Atlanta. I've never been there. So I'm sure me and my mom will find a few things to do there. But I look forward to that.
That's right. Is Santa going to be visiting you and your mom in Atlanta?
Of course. He's going to come down the chimney. We're still going to get the milk and cookies ready.
Of course. It's tradition.
Yeah.
This year is my little brother is 12 years old, so it's a little old, but it's the first year that he is celebrating Christmas and not believing in Santa.
So up until this point,
over Thanksgiving break, we're at dinner. My brother ordered chicken fingers, and my dad said chickens don't have fingers. So my brother started crying and said, well, is Santa real? And we had to tell him. And I was like, I don't know how those two correlate, but now he doesn't believe in Santa and all the magic is ruined.
At least you killed two birds with one stone.
Just let him know those aren't chicken's fingers and Santa's not real.
Well, that sounds fun. And we also want to say, send a special shout out to our team that help us put this show together every Wednesday morning.
That's right,
Tyler,
nothing but the best.
Works on our graphics. Allie, who does the teleprompter and some other, makes sure we look good and makes sure the words are right so we don't stumble, but we still find a way to stumble.
Somehow.
Leanne, who's the floor director, best one in the business, does what she needs to do to be the best.
That's right.
Laura Ritchie, our director.
The best. The best.
And lastly,
Cal Butcher, the greatest teacher in the
executive
whole wide
director.
world.
We're so appreciative of him, and we are looking forward to coming back next semester. Thank you to Grant DeMars for helping us out a little bit this semester as well.
That's
and I think they're playing Christmas music.
Yeah, we want to let you guys know that we want you to have a great week of finals, and
Merry Christmas.
we want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Maybe I'm not the best singer, but at least I'm giving it a shot.
Hey, we'll see you right back here next semester, Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Until then, bye-bye.
Merry Christmas!